it's a 4-on-3 power play. There's 2 minutes left in the game, 2 minutes left in overtime, and it's a 2-minute power play. So effectively, we're on the power play for the rest of the game unless we score. So we set up power play, have a great scoring opportunity. The goalie has a feeling, this kid has a feeling that he's probably not going to be able to stop this shot, like to make this save. We're probably going to score. So instead of even attempting to like play the position, he straight up turns around and just pushes the net off.
No way.
Which stops play. It's a penalty, but it stops play. So he does that with like a minute 30 seconds left in the game. So he gets a penalty, but a goalie can't get a penalty. Like he can get a penalty, but he doesn't serve it. A player serves it. Yes. Yeah. So now it's a 5-on-3. A 5-on-3 is like the maximum you can get. Like you can't go any more than 5-on-3. Yeah, it would just stack penalties. Sure. But there's only a minute left in the game now, and it's an overtime, and it's a 5-on-3. So we're not guaranteed to score, but there's a high likelihood that we're going to score in this next minute. So every time we would get a scoring chance, he would turn around and push the net off for the entire last minute of the game. And he just kept getting penalties. And what probably should have happened was he probably should have gotten like a 10-minute unsportsmanlike penalty and gotten ejected. Yeah. But for whatever reason, that wasn't happening. And he probably did it 3 or 4 times. And I was getting pissed. So finally, there's like 7 seconds left in the game. Backdoor pass. It's a wide open net. Game over. And this goalie doesn't even slide across. He just turns around and like he was kind of just like bumping it. This time he like throws the net like up like blatantly. And good friend of mine, Justin Durkee, finally just wires cross, and he like looks at us on the ice, and he like looks at the clock, and he looks back at this goalie and just boom, just levels him like straight to like the throat, just drops him. And which is a no-no. You're not supposed to touch a goalie. So it turns into an all-out brawl. So there's 5 of us and our goalie, 3 of them and their goalie. So we're kicking the shit out of them, right? Like we're just absolutely dummying these idiots because we have more of us. Yeah. Just like, yeah. And I remember, and I was like, we would, fights would happen, whatever. And it was usually just like a lot of like, sticking up for guys / protecting yourself. But this one like was the only time I remember like, I was like going to inflict pain on this kid. Like I didn't want to like seriously hurt him, but I wanted like him to be in a lot of pain in that exact moment. Yeah. And so they break everything up. Everybody on the ice for both teams gets kicked out of the game except for their goalie. What? So their goalie does not get kicked out of the game. So I lost it. Like I like threw my gear on the ice. I was screaming, like getting dragged off the ice by the refs, like screaming at this kid, like I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like if I get loose right now, like I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Were you guys home or?
Yeah, it was. We were home. We were in Buffalo.
Just skated over, like fuck you,
dude,
kid.
Yeah,
fuck you.
And our mother happened to be there. She was there supporting me that day, and
whoop his ass.
Son. What happened was as they're pulling me off the ice, so I'm off the ice, skates off the ice, and I'm still leaning on the ice, like I'm gonna fucking kill you. So now like I'm effectively right next to the bleachers, right? So if everybody couldn't hear me before, everybody now can hear me screaming this, like family, children, everybody. And so what ended up happening too, the goalie gets to stay in the game, we all get kicked out. And we were all on the power play, so like our better offensive players. So none of us can shoot in the shootout that's going to decide the championship game. And their starting goalie, who caused the whole situation, is still in the game, and they ended up winning.
They won?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So our mother claims that that's like the most violent she's ever seen me act, and I probably would agree with her.
Dude, I'd be like, you better find a back door out of this place, because if I catch you from the locker room to the bus,
I don't know who he is.
Down.
I don't know who he is, and maybe
bring
one day,
stick.
Maybe one day I'll have to meet him in a professional environment, and I'll find out he's really nice. But until that day, I can't stand that kid.